Have you ever found yourself settling for something that is not right and is not right for you? As women, it's time for us to stop settling. I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to get out of that low place and get into your rightful position. Hey Queen, I'm Amanda Andrews and welcome back to my channel, The Queen's Guide to Life, where I help you discover and embrace your regal identity, aka the real you. The first thing I encourage you to do is stop settling. We settle for so much in life and we've done it for so long. We've settled for relationships because we were bored, lonely, or impatient. We've settled for opportunities and positions out of desperation, and we've settled for less than the absolute best out of fear or because we felt like we just didn't deserve it. Do you know what substance settles most often? Dust. And sometimes we can become a little dusty. We rise for a little while. We're on a good health kick. We're reaching our goals. We're making great decisions. We're being positive. We feel good about ourselves. And then all of a sudden, something happens and then we're back to settling. Just like dust, we go from being high to settling back to the ground in our minds, in the way that we act. We're back not eating the right things, back in that relationship that we know wasn't good for us and doesn't mean us any good at all. We're back to being nice, nasty, or being jealous of other women who are posting pictures of their weddings, engagements, vacations, new cars, new homes, new careers. And we've become negative, and suddenly we are now back in a place of mediocrity, insecurity, and negativity. Why do we settle so often? Because you can't raise your level of thinking or your standard of life without doing the inner work. We have been conditioned to think that change comes from the outside. I can switch my hairstyle. I can change my makeup. I can cash out on new clothes. I can do all these things to the outside and the world will all of a sudden believe that there's been a change inside of me. But change is a choice and becoming different is a decision. All change starts internally in your heart. Girl, there was a time where I settled for that low, dusty place, that place of mediocrity and insecurity and jealousy and negativity. There was one moment where I dyed my hair bright red after a breakup because I wanted it to look like I was living my best life and had it all together. Didn't at all. I was really very, very depressed and didn't know how to control my emotions. I've also been so insecure and so jealous of those young professionals around me that I went out and spent money that I did not have, went into debt after redesigning my entire apartment just so I could look hip and young and professional like the other people who I was hanging around. However, what I didn't realize is that all the things I was doing on the outside to make my life look different, it was really just hurting my pockets, my security, and my emotions. I was truly insecure and didn't know what to do. I was settling mentally and emotionally in a place that was less than the best version of myself. Queen, stop settling. The second thing that I encourage you to do is to stand up. Getting in position requires a change in our internal posture. Standing up doesn't always mean physical activity. When I say stand up, I mean to raise your level of self-awareness, raise your level of understanding of who you are and what you're capable of. But how do we change our internal posture? We do this by recognizing that with or without the external positions and possessions, we are still valuable. We are still capable, we are still worthy, and we can do or produce anything that we put our minds and our hearts into. It's time for our inner self to rise up, to stand up. Up is a place that we should all strive to be at. Up is higher ground, a higher level of wisdom, a higher level of understanding, and an increased state of peace. The third thing you're going to do is sit in your rightful place. Oftentimes, we settle for a stool when God has a throne that's waiting on us. Your rightful place, that throne, represents the highest level of confidence, character, security, and inner beauty. We spend so much time worrying about what other people have going on in their lives that we don't take the time to sit back and assess all the things that we already possess. You are already talented. You're already gifted. You might not look or sound or act or operate like the next person, like your best friend, like the woman down the street, or like the one on TV, but what you have is unique to you. And what you have is a place in this earth to do exactly what you have been called and purposed to do. So sit down in your rightful place. Sit down on that throne and operate in who you were created to be, instead of trying to operate like the next person. So Queen, in this next season, I want you to stop settling, stand up internally and change your heart posture, and sit down in your rightful place. If this video blessed you, then I want you to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and press that bell so that you are notified whenever I decide to pop on and do a video. You'll be the first to know. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you share and leave a comment down below, and I will catch you next time. Be confident, be beautiful, be you.